As products are ordered, received, and sold, Dragonfly will automatically update the inventory to keep accurate counts of each product. In some situations, it may be necessary to adjust this inventory count for a number of reasons. The Inventory Manager form is used to make these adjustments. In this lesson, we'll look at how to make the adjustments and how to perform a store inventory with the form. The first thing you'll notice about this form is the large font and button sizes. The form was designed this way to make it easy to use on a touchscreen laptop while moving about the store performing an inventory. The form operates in two separate modes, Adjustments and Store Inventory. We'll start with the Adjustment mode. First, make sure that the Adjust radio button is selected. To change the inventory count for a product, locate the product by scanning or typing into the Fast Search field. The adjustment date defaults to the current date, but you can change it to a different date if desired. Next, select the adjustment type. The default types are Adjust Inventory, which is intended as a generic option, Loss/Theft, Store Transfer, which is only used by stores with multiple locations, and Return to Vendor. These adjustment types are stored in the lookups table, so they can be edited or added to if more are needed. The product's current quantity as tracked by the application is shown in the Current Total Quantity field. To change the quantity, you can click the plus or minus buttons to increase or decrease the quantity by one at a time. Alternatively, you can use the built-in number keypad to enter a new number, or the computer's keyboard to type in the new quantity. It's recommended that you use the Notes field whenever making a manual adjustment to a product's quantity. This helps to keep a historical trail of the inventory. Click the checkmark button to save the new quantity. If you are performing an overall store inventory, you should change to inventory mode by clicking the Inventory radio button. If you're starting a new inventory exercise, click the Start New button to save the overall start date for the inventory process. The main difference between modes is that the inventory mode allows you to assign quantities to multiple locations in the store. By default, two locations are defined, store and backroom storage. These locations can be renamed or removed and other locations added using the lookups form. When a store has multiple locations, the inventory taker typically works in one location at a time. Perhaps you have two inventory takers, one for the store floor and one for the storage room. By setting the quantities one location at a time, the two employees can work independently, both taking counts in their assigned locations. To use this feature, select the location you're working in, then make the necessary adjustments for that location as described earlier in the lesson. When in inventory mode, clicking the checkmark button will update the count for the selected product in inventory. But this step should only be taken when the inventory counts have been confirmed in all the store's locations. If one location's count has been confirmed, but the counts for one or more other locations are still pending, do not click the checkmark button. Instead, simply close the form or select another product. The changes you have made will be stored as pending updates, but not applied to the actual inventory counts. Once all location counts have been verified, click the checkmark button to formally update the inventory counts. As you update the count in one store location, the form will total the count across all the locations and display the total count above the notes box. This form has one additional feature, the Product History Report. To show the detailed history of a product's inventory, select the product, then click the History button. This will bring up a report of all the changes to the product's inventory in chronological order with the newest changes on top. The list will include a row for every time the product was sold or received from a vendor and every time the inventory was adjusted using this form.